Are. Hey, great Thursday morning. It is an amazing day in the city of Brownsville, and we're back. had some had some technical issues yesterday, but I think I was able to weed them out, and now everything seems to be a lot nicer today. And waiting for someone to come on to let me know that I'm actually that can actually hear what I'm saying. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Leia, where are you, Leia? Violet, thank you. Am I coming out through? Okay. Yes. Yes. ¿Se oye bien? ¿Se entiende lo que estoy diciendo? Loud and clear. Laura! Hey, and before more people start coming on, Laura, thank you so much for sending us the numbers and being a part. And see, that's one of the things about our page. Start to get information from everyone. Everyone starts sending in information, so it's coming in. And Laura, thank you so much for keeping us updated in regards to what's happening out there in Hidalgo County. We appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Good morning, Jennifer. Bye. Thank you, Violet, mi amor. Hola, Cindy. Ray Solis, great. Again, one of the things that we talked about yesterday is in regards to the numbers. So let's start off with the numbers, so that way I will wait for more people to come in. I know a lot of people want to talk about the what came out, what I posted last night in regards to the school calendar, and I'll give my explanation in regards to what is going on there, because people are like, qué está pasando, but I'll explain. We'll go into the school calendar in a bit. Let's start off with the numbers from last night, if that's okay. Is that fine? Buenos días, Jose. The numbers, we did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 positives in the city of Brownsville, as young as 7 years old, and the eldest at 76-year-old. Only one of them is community based. The rest are linked to previous cases, and two of them are actually travel. So again, guys, I just think that one of the things that the numbers do tell us is that we're not being as cautious as we should be, and that's an issue, guys. We need to be a bit more careful, while going out there. And part of the issue is like we were mentioning last night. I went to Walmart because I was actually going to look at a TV set, nomás porque quería un televisión más nuevo. And I mean, I would say 75% of the people out there did have face coverings. No face coverings whatsoever. I know they're uncomfortable. I hate them. I I don't think I'll ever get used to them, but I will wear them when I'm out at confined areas like Walmart and HEB, or the mall even, which again I think is very, very bothersome. I'm not going to be wearing them when I'm scootering around Brownsville. I'm not going to wear them where I'm when I'm out exercising, because I never exercise. I don't exercise much, as you can tell, and I should actually. I'm going to ask Tony to help me with bodybuilding, so I can pick up a little bit of my loose skin that I have and my chest area. Ya llegó el cheque para comprar la TV. Pues, papi Trump, ya quiero que nos mande otro cheque. Una de las cosas que reportamos el día de ayer, one of the things we reported, that we had three deaths, three deaths in Brownsville. So it was an 88-year-old female, a 76-year-old male, both of them from Brownsville, and a 58-year-old female from Harlingen. Guys, 58 is very, very young. Good morning, Baron. If people know it is airborne, why would you not use common sense? It is common sense, guys. Wear your face coverings. And again, una de las cosas que decimos, you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for the people that are around you. So again, one of the things I noticed yesterday, and actually someone mentioned it last night, so I'll repeat it today. Rivera were told they had to have their face masks while they were out there taking their pictures, and I was noticing that a lot of kids were taking their graduation pictures with their face masks, and I thought that was kind of weird. I understand, take off your face mask to take a damn picture. I mean, it's just going to be for a couple of seconds. Take it off, take a picture, put it back on. People were upset. Parents from Rivera were upset that the students from Hannah And from veterans, most of them did not have the face coverings when they took the picture. Again, that was on administration. Wear face masks at all gatherings, please. 100%. Good morning, Al. How's it going? Where the scooter actually está acá atrás de mí. I love my scooter. It is awesome. Awesome. Good morning, Veronica. Buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? So again, guys, wear the face coverings as much as possible. I know my shirt looks kind of weird. That's why I wore a jacket. It's the green for green screen. I'm not actually in front of Market Square, but it may seem that way. But wear the face coverings as much as possible. The graduation from veterans last night looked beautiful. Amazing fireworks. The kids looked amazing, sitting down all separaditos. I don't know if anyone was out there kneeling or protesting, which again we'll talk a little bit about today. But it looked really, really nice. I know that afterwards, cuando salieron a tomarse las fotos, again, uh, guys, do not gather in groups. And I know you want to take pictures with your friends and your buddies. Do not gather in groups. Again, that is on BISD. It was a mistake. BISD should not have permitted it. Should not have allowed it. Should not have made it easy for individuals to do. Good morning, Erasmo. Any lifts, garage sales? Not yet, and I don't think the city is going to lift their no garage sales ordinances or mandates, and not time soon. Not with the numbers growing as much as they are. So again, it's not happening. So I mean, I love garage sales. Y'all know that. I love La Pulga, and I can't go to La Pulga. Good morning, Esmeralda from Ohio. Susie Hermosa, buenos días. Buenos días, guapo. Buenos días, Sandra. Sandra. Sandra had her son graduated from Rivera, and I was making mention. Sandra, I don't know if you heard, but some of the parents from Rivera were a little bit upset that the students were made to use the face coverings when they were walking the stage and having the picture, and some students from Hannah and from veterans, were not given the same requirement. But again, felicidades, Sandra, en la graduación. Se te amas, te estima mucho. The graduation yesterday was beautiful, very nice. Being out there in the parking lot, la agrupación de personas, not so beautiful. Again, it is what it is. Estoy preocupado, los daycares de adultos mayores están de nuevo funcionando. Sería bueno que alguien, director, informara las medidas que implementaron para proteger a sus clientes. No está sucediendo. Do you think with the governor Abbott declaring the schools be that 40% the new school calendar, we're going to have increased positivity cases with students? The governor was making mention to universities. When 40%, we still haven't received any direction. I read the article this morning, and what it basically stated was it was 40% for the UT campus. And I'm going to think that that's going to be the norm for universities. It is not given, I mean, unless I'm wrong, has not given instruction or direction in regards to um, uh, schools or charter schools. But the 40% occupancy was for universities, specifically University of Texas. Now, in consideration, University of Texas has 50,000 students. If that's something that's being required of UT students, 40% occupancy, we had 43,000 students. So are we going to fall somewhat in the same guidelines? I'm going to say no, and I'll tell you why. Because UT and other universities are dealing with adults. And here at the school district, we're dealing with children. And it's kind of hard to keep children social distance. And we're going to talk about the calendars in a little bit. Buenos días, Olga. Any news on school? That's exactly what we're going to talk about, Maria, I promise. Just finishing off the numbers and trying to answer some questions before we go in. At Erasmo, at this point, what is the capacity a doctor's office should have? 25%. And I know a lot of doctor's offices are maintained. Can you wish happy birthday to a student from Porter High School? Kimberly Lucena, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kimberly from La Porta. Happy birthday to you. Any more? Register to vote. Thank you, Frozen. Let me know. So 60% of the students can attend universities. No, I think what it is that most are going to be geared towards distant learning, online classes, and those that are left over. Well, some of individuals that it's harder, that harder to be harder for them to do online classes. Those are going to be at the campus with only 40%. Uh, Yes, Tony! Happy birthday, Tony! I love Tony. Happy birthday, my man. You're gonna have to help me with building up some steel over here. Happy birthday, Tony. Love you, man. You're my king. I appreciate you. Love you, bro. Este, So I think in regards, the universities are going to be geared online, most online. But as I was mentioning to a friend this morning, being, not everyone can do online classes. I'm one of those that batalla bastante for online classes because you have to have a certain amount of discipline in regards to do online classes. I I have discipline. I just don't have that much discipline. Soy disciplinado, indisciplinado. Can you always invite to the gym? Yeah, let's do that, man. I really want to build up. Se me baja un poquito the skin acá abajo, so I want to build up a little bit of muscle and the chest area a little bit. Chem labs will be hurting. Yeah, I think a lot of different departments. I mean, I feel for our band directors, especially our directors, that are going to struggle a lot more. I know that band, marching bands, and athletes are going to come on campus on the 8th. It's just not a good situation, guys. I don't like online either, Veronica. They're horrible. Now, guys, a lot of our students are going to start coming onto the campuses on Monday, June the 8th. Mistake. It's a mistake. It should not happen. The superintendent and the corrupt board, they're rushing things in order to make things appear that things are back to normal. It's being rushed in a big way. Just because the TEA and the governor's task force, they make recommendations. Recommendations are adhered to only if you think it's safe for individuals to do it. And one of the things that I saw on Governor Abbott's order yesterday, he was starting to make a notice in regards to, well, if the counties are okay, then go ahead and do it. Como que le está buscando salida el vato. And again, we're not in a position, guys, in the city of Brownsville, we are not in a position in Cameron County that we could just open up everything como que si todo estuviera normal. And I'm not talking about business. Small business should open. It should have opened a long time ago. What I'm saying is that a lot of the schools are going to be breeding grounds. Individual. I hate drama, but I have a right to speak at a BISD parent. Why was our superintendent texting during the yes graduation and not standing for the pictures? We each graduated like at Hannah and veterans. My opinion, treated equally, and a lot of people send that same concern de que como que le valió que estaba sus cosas para preocuparse por nuestros alumnos. And I'm sorry, guys, there's nothing more important than our students. ¡Swa, swa! Quiero ir a Swa, 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 swa. Swa, swa, Nuevo León. I love Rudy. I love Swa, swa. Some students, young and adult, have in-person class too. The point is we all need to become comfortable with change. Probably won't be temporary. I predict hybrid public schools are going to become the norm. I agree with Celeste, 100%. And we've got to find that common ground. And again, guys, it's like marriage, Celeste. And you tell me if I'm wrong. It's like marriage. We're going to have to start to sacrifice a little bit of the things. You sacrifice a little bit here, in order to mold. It's just our new norm, and I agree 100%. But we're just going to have to sacrifice a little bit here, a little bit there, and make this marriage work. What about the proposed hybrid schedule where students only report on certain days? Do you think they should reopen the elementary schools? Yes, 100%. We should be opening the schools that were closed immediately and start cleaning and disinfecting immediately. And not only that, as consider a lot of the schools that have low population, like CBLA. Start thinking about ways. Start being a little bit creative out there. I know that one of our elementaries, Breeden, I think, had a whole wing that was open. Breeden was willing to take in another sixth grade students, and let's let them do it. What's the deal with sports at Erasmo? Are they going to be canceled for this upcoming year? Because what's heard, but I'm sure if it's not true. I don't think it's going to be canceled, Matthew. I think what's going to happen is that we're going to start off with baseball and sports that are less contact, especially now that we haven't peaked in the city of Brownsville. And again, guys, all this goes back to the stupid decisions that the board and the stupid superintendent have made. Guys, if they would have taken a little more precaution and started to act responsibly and accordingly, we wouldn't be in this mess, and we had yet to peak. So, Matthew, I'm thinking that we're going to do baseball, softball, and then maybe later on, like in January, closer to then, start thinking about football and basketball. That's the smart thing to do. Now, they're planning on bringing back football back to at the college level, but they have the money, Matthew. They have the funds to be testing their athletes regularly. The school's not going to be testing individuals every single time they go on the field, every single time they go to practice. And if you play football, I don't do, but if you've seen football, there's contact. Basketball, contact. Not as much as football, but there's contact. So with all that contact and all that sweat and all that spit going all over the place, started. So I just don't think it's going to happen now. Will it happen? Yes, just not right now. We the students riot if y'all don't respect our rights. Oh well, students don't need to riot. They need to protest, Ray. There's a difference. I'm okay with students protesting. I'm not okay with students rioting. No riots. Protesting, please go ahead. I encourage students to protest. Good morning, Daniel. Will there be only 6 students in one classroom? There will not be 25 students in a classroom. There will be 10 at the most, maybe between 6 and 10. I agree. Ya están dando los tickets para el graduation de la Porter. I love Porter. Good morning, Hilda. Love you. Good morning, Austin. Love you. Contact. Yes, it's time to utilize every classroom in the district. Yes, they have to start doing it now, today. They have to start doing it today, immediately. Let her no get rid of. What I mean by purge, I don't mean any other type of language. Purge the board by voting them out. Purge the board by voting them out. Don't mean purge. Don't put words in my mouth. Sorry. I didn't go to a cover shop this morning. So guys, so that's what I think is going to happen in regards to sports. I'm just going to have to hold off a little bit. Gracias. Top of the morning to you, Mando. Mando is one of my sons. I love you, bro. Let's go into the calendar. Yeah, let's talk at the calendar. All right. There are people were questioning a lot of the things, and they were out there saying, well, you posted option B and you posted option C. Why didn't you post option A? And the reason I didn't post option A, because option A is a no-go. Option A was the original schedule for 2020-2021. With the original schedule for 2020, it's just not going to happen, folks, because of COVID-19, because of COVID-16, according to the superintendent, because of coronavirus. So the calendar is not going to happen. With option C, well, let's start with option B. Option B is the one I posted in the comments. I didn't post the main option. The reason I posted option B in the comments and not as the main post is because I think that they're going to go with option C. Option B has first day of class August the 11th, last day of class May 27th. With that said, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Saturdays, and the whole month of June available as for makeup days. So the truth of the matter is, individuals might be going to class is that all through not only May 27th, but all the way through July 2nd. So I don't think that anyone's going to like that option. I really don't. The option that I posted was starting school July 29th, ending June 15th. That's having 2 weeks off for Thanksgiving, 4 weeks off for December, and 3 weeks off for March. That is the option I think that they're going to pick. That is the option that they're going to pick. Intermission days are November 16th through the 20th, January 4th through the 15th. Intercession days, March 1st through the 12th. If they open the schools on the 29th of July, I'm not going. My friends ain't trying to get canceled on Hot Girl Summer. I'm not allowing no one trying to get my Saturday taken away. I have things to do. You do, and it's important, but not more important than education. Love you. When will teachers report on option B? On option B, let's see. Teachers preparation is the 10th, January 4th, May 28th, and let's see. Let me try and get this one. Employees orientation day, July 30th, July 31st. Staff development days, August 5th, August 6th. That's all the information I know. It's what's on the little calendar that I have. Sorry. For high school football, here they're going with a flag football game. I don't think our kids want to do flag football, but good luck with that. As for school, here we have the choice: online learning or go to school. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. We're going to have the same thing. Thank you. Good morning, Kathy. So again, guys, it's either option B and option C. I'm thinking that option C is the one I posted on the page, and it's down there if you haven't seen it. I'm going to say that they're going to go with option C. Too soon to put school starting July. Many families have summer caps for kids and vacations already planned. Parents need 1 year ahead of time to change hours. Again, I understand. They don't care. Will they offer options for face-to-face learning or online? I think at this point right now, no. I think they're going to what they're going to be doing. And I'm thinking what's going to happen, Israel, is that a lot of the high school kids, they're going to send more high school kids to do online learning, and maybe probably use the campus in order to keep the ratio in regards to like 10 students per classroom down at the other schools. So a lot of students might wind up going to high school even though they're in junior high. I'm mean to the campus because they're going to need the space. I'm giving that as an example. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. Although not high priority, like most schools are in need of maintenance, high grass weeds, standing water, and breeding grounds for mosquitoes. And we can't have one thing coupled. What time will the maximum class size be? What will the maximum 20? I think it's 10 students per classroom. Again, it just depends on the capacity of the classroom. Because look, I've seen the classrooms at Oliveira. The classrooms at Oliveira are really, really very small. My office is bigger than the office at the classrooms at Oliveira. With that said, you can't get 10 people at 6 feet apart at Oliveira. So you're talking about maybe 6 to 8 at an Oliveira classroom. And I'm using that as an example. I'm not trying to diss Oliveira. I love Oliveira. How will they accommodate for people who are on 205 to 227 contracts? There ain't enough days available after June 15th. Again, Sam, that is one of the reasons why they spoke about attrition, about doing away with individuals. Guys, if anyone thinks that this school board and this stupid superintendent are not going to get rid of individuals, they are mistaken. They're going to get rid of individuals, 100%. There's not a doubt. And little Eddie and Penguin are out there. Well, no one's going to get fired, right? No one's going to get fired. And the superintendent, and listen to his words. Well, at this moment, no. That was his response. What does that mean? That gives a lot of leeway. Now, board members, listen to me because I know you're listening. You're either listening now or you're going to listen later. If you think that this superintendent is being truthful with you, that he's not trying to do a lot of administrative moves that you don't know about, you are mega stupid. Mega stupid. And I'll explain later on, guys. But you'll be very, very surprised, board members and superintendent. If you think that these board members, the majority of them, are happy with your performance, you are naive. Just because little Eddie's out patting you on the back and saying, good boy, and Laurita's out there treating you extra special as well. Oh, good boy, doesn't mean that you're A-OK with the rest of the board members. You don't know them, Rene. You don't know them. They are going to use you as their scapegoat. They are. I told you. They're going to use you as your scapegoat. Flip flopping Philip is going to flip on you, bro. He's going to flip on you. And Drew is so disgusted with the whole process that the only thing that she can think about is Sylvia. It's the only thing that comes to her mind. And look at her face, the angustia. Her face, the angustiada, la pobre. I mean, goodness gracious. Does that look like a face of someone that's all that happy out there? Look at la face angustiada. She's not happy because she's going to have to come out and testify against her buddy, Sylvia. And she's concerned, wondering if Sylvia is going to throw her under the bus. Sylvia's going, Drew. She has no choice. I mean, you're talking about 38 years compared to maybe 4 years. She's going to throw you and Prissy under the bus. La Minerva, la idiota, she just got used. It's all about the money. They don't care. They don't. What a turnaround from the it's crazy, bro. What happened when the kids move from class? They won't be moving class to class. Students will remain in the same classrooms. The ones that are going to be going back class to class are the teachers. Will they be hiring? If yes, and if no, why? No. They're going to get rid of teachers, Matthew. They're going to get rid of teachers. They're going to get rid of food service. They're going to get rid of custodians. They're going to get rid of everyone. The only people that they're not going to get rid of is higher ups, his Edinburgh buddies, the top class, the ones that are making $300,000, $200,000, $175,000. Those are not going to lose their job. They're hiring more people at that level. I mean, Minerva made sure that Rose got moved up just because she's her buddy. And happy birthday, Rose. She made sure that she got moved up just because she's Minerva's little buddy. Moved up. That's the only way to make it at BISD, guys. You either gotta kiss butt or be buddy buddies with one of the board members. It's unfortunate, but it's true. What happened to Charlie? Charlie became coach at a high school because Sylvia wanted them there. Wanted to reward her family. I mean, we still have Maryland with her hands in federal funds. Sylvia's sister, the ones that she supposedly lives with, she still has her hands in federal funds while we're undergoing a federal investigation. How does that make sense to anyone? Mega stupid. Love it. And yes, they will listen to this video. Will. I know they will. And I'm glad they do. Because as much as they say I'm irrelevant, baby, learn that I'm not. I've been preaching the truth. And to let me say something, guys, to all those people that are out there and teachers, be smarter than that, man. Don't go onto my page and bitch and whine and complain that Erasmo, we're not getting enough information. This calendar, not on my page, baby. I am not the one that has failed our teachers. I am not the one that has failed our students. They are the ones that have made the stupid decisions. They are the ones that have kept silent. And I put up a big old post, say it as much as I can remember. Guys, they have remained silent in regards to Sylvia Atkinson stealing the money of our children. They have remained silent in regards to Minerva, Prissy, and Drew and Philip fomenting the culture that permitted Sylvia to steal our students' money, our teachers' resources. So don't blame me. because I am being transparent and open. So don't shoot the messenger. I am being transparent and open. They are not. We begged them to take action in regards to coronavirus before spring break. Les valió. They didn't care. They went off on spring break without even giving a statement. Good morning, Victoria. Without giving a statement. Nothing. And we were on here begging them, say something. So what did he do? Don't teachers have contracts for this year? If so, they can't get rid of them. No, but they will put them in positions where they don't have any other choice but to retire. And again, contracts have just gone out recently. Guys, beg them to come back. Beg them to come back. No. What did they do? They called back people after it already started. They called back people in during the spring break vacation. And then on Thursday, then they decided to cancel out the next week. It's madness. Madness. And still they remain silent. What happened when at Garcia Middle School? We were out there 3 weeks before the principal sent out the email. 3 weeks before, saying they had a positive at Garcia Middle School. They did nothing. They still had parents go to the school. They still had teachers come into the school. They even had a big old party with birthday cake. They did nothing. They stayed silent. And even after the principal on Tuesday threw out that little email at 5, 6 in the morning saying someone tested positive, the superintendent still didn't say anything for another week. For another week. And you want to come to my page and say, Erasmo, why are you posting things? Go whine at them that are screwing you over. I'm the only one here being transparent. I'm the only one that's producing any information. And that's what we have some questions. Ask them. They're the ones that have all that information escondido from you. Not me. Bringing it to light for you. And you still want to shoot the messenger? No, bet. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Guys, I mean, have we gotten a statement from administration in regards to the positives at the main building? Have we? And yes, I know the names of the individuals. I know who they are. Everyone at the building does as well. But go to the main building right now. It's jam-packed with people. No 25%. Jam-packed with people. You think they care? He doesn't care. He gets his office disinfected every night. The superintendent gets his office disinfected every night. Is anybody else's office getting infected? Maybe deputies. Maybe his buddies from Edinburgh. That's it. And you still want to complain, Erasmo? No, hombre, shut up. Shut up. They were silent about giving you stipends. A decent raise. And we were out here calling, hey, give them a raise, give them some money. Everybody else is doing it. They finally did. You know, boom, $65.70 for a month for each. $65.70 a month. That's crazy. What can you buy with $65.70? Nada. Nothing. Nothing. You even go eat a decent meal with $67.70, folks. It's a slap in the face. But it's easy to go, that's not, you're being negative. You're being negative. Not being negative, I'm being truthful. Truthful. I'm the only one out here telling the truth. Tell us the truth. And my hat's off to AOBE because they're wanting it. And I'm calling it out right now, guys. I want this board and this superintendent to give every single teacher out there a $1,500 stipend. A $1,000 stipend. And I want them to give every single classified individual out there $1,000. I'm making the call right now. Because of all the hardship, all the mess that they've been put through. So yeah, I want them out there. Now, guys, We have, BISD has a fund balance of 200 and let me take this off. Sorry, guys. 211 849,500 $211,849,576 in fund balance. Total fund balance 211 $211 million in fund balance. And you still want to believe that they don't have any? 211. I'm going to say $212 million in fund balance. Thank you, Dr. Zendejas. Thank you, Dr. Sendejas. It's because of Dr. Sendejas' administration and leadership that the school has $212 million in fund balance. And you still want to believe that they don't have money to provide a decent stipend for our teachers? No, but shut up. So teachers, listen to my words. I am calling it today, as AOBE is as well. AOBE is the only teacher association that is out there fighting for you. The only one who is demanding, has a petition out there requesting that they pay $1,500, $1,500 to all teachers and $1,000 to all classified personnel as a stipend for the end of the year and the mess that they've been put through. When is it safe for teachers, staff to return back to work? It depends which calendar that they choose, Mary. I'm going to get that hopefully today, I promise you. You'd be surprised how many people didn't notice the new clause for termination on the contracts. 8.1.2 financial exigency, which is a pretty ambiguous and allows fire staff easily. That would be terrible for them to do. They only make community backlash worse, and they will lose more students. Carlos is 100% right. Good morning, Andrea. I love you. Missed you. You got here late. The lady looks like the party is over. Enough is enough. These people need to stop kids' future, making the city look like idiots. 100%. Good morning, my friend. When do we get together? Let's have lunch today. Lunch today, Rolito. Will there be summer meals provided? Yes. Food and nutrition services are doing an amazing job. They believe in the 5th Amendment religiously. Exactly. If they are not doing no wrong, they need to defend themselves against anything that they haven't. Exactamente. Good morning, me too. I don't understand why people are making a big deal about COVID-19. The flu simply takes more lives because it is a very unknown type of virus, Matthew. So I think people should be concerned. Wow, I missed a lot. Yes, but yeah, it's going to be recorded, so it's on there. Can't the health department get involved with BISD? The health department actually, I was seen at some of our restaurants yesterday. I don't want to say which one, but I think they were out there at a couple of restaurants on the expressway, and I think they were out there giving citations. So that is very important. Someone's knocking at my door. So yeah, they need to. 0.47 cents per hour. It's madness, bro. Madness. $65.70. Good morning, Elise. I love you. It's not even taking the pay cut either. That's why too much pay for that man. $375,000 for the superintendent? 100%. You can go to Goodwill with the amount of money. You can go to Goodwill with the amount of money. Oh. Chicago, the teachers can't protest as much as folks are protesting for George Floyd. I love it when they call me negative and pessimistic when folks are saying the facts. 100%, man. Yeah, and teachers need to protest. They need to protest. Civically responsible. It is their right. They can. No retaliation. Students should help teachers protest as well. And I want my student protesters that did an amazing job. My student protesters, listen, the ones that did an amazing job at yesterday's protest rally, those guys, I want those guys to help our teachers out. We need to protest all this corruption that's going on for the school district. And we also need to go and protest PUB stealing millions and millions of our dollars, folks. So yeah, give me a call. Come on the show. We'll talk, or we'll talk outside the show. We need to start making a change in this community, and it's on you. Our teacher, classified staff, they are on front lines too and don't get nearly enough. 100%. That's why they deserve $1,000 stipend. Please. $212 million. Wow, teachers should get their raise. And I'm going to post it. $212 million. General fund balance. Use it. Hey, Cindy. So no staff voting for this calendar. They have a committee set up, and again, ultimately, they're going to decide whatever's in the best interest for the superintendent and his buddies. Good morning, buenos días, Joe. Buenos días, Joe Toledo. Go over the BID's calendar options and when are they voting, Ivan? I posted them on the page. I posted option B, option C. You could look over them. That is the general context. The only thing I haven't put in there is teacher expectation days. Sorry, guys. As soon as I can put out the two options, I will throw them out there. I'm going to see if I can throw them out there today. Um, uh, yeah, the most of the cash is in Sylvia Minerva's bro. Maybe. I hope we don't start in July. COVID-19, it's ridiculous. Again, guys, we haven't peaked, and I had predicted we were going to peak in July. But with everything that is happening right now, I think we're going to peak in late September, October, maybe closer to November. What is the main problem with BISD that you believe? I think the corruption, Matthew. The problem is that the vendor, they put money in board members' pockets, and when they do that, they sell our students out. They sell our teachers out. And I've showed how C. Roca Tipton received $18,355 from a vendor that contracts $9 million of BISD money, of your money. I actually showed how Plissy was trying to bring the same vendors into TSC, the same vendors into TSC by being on a little subcommittee out there. So the problem, and not only with BISD, it's the same problem that exists at the port, same problem that exists at TSC. I mean, evident by what happened. And again, TSC has not put out a statement either. Has not put out a statement in regards to that corruption. So it's not just BISD. It's the city, it's the county, it's TSC, it's the port, it's every elected body out there. And not only elected bodies, all these other stupid committees like PUB board, the GBIC board, all the boards as well. They're a moneymaker for the elite, for the select few here in the city of Brownsville. And all of us, Matthew, get screwed. We all get screwed. So the number one problem with BISD board is the vendors putting money in pockets of board members. Same thing with single other position here in Brownsville. Corruption. It's horrible. Yes, let's bring PUB down. PUB is a rata flagship. Yes, PUB should be next. Lower the rate. Carlos, they raised the rates by 36% in 7 years for Tenasca. Tenasca's not happening. Give us our money back. Give us our money back. Isn't there a clause on teachers' contracts that they can protest, strike, nor riot? If there is, it's unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional. I don't care if it's in the contract. It's unconstitutional. It is a constitutional right to protest. You have a constitutional right to protest. If that's in your contract, you need your associations to get on the ball and get that going. Since we were in quarantine, we signed our contracts electronically. That's where we missed that new clause. Again, they are not transparent. They try to pull fast ones on teachers, on personnel, on people. They don't care, Elisa. They don't care. Corruption is everywhere. And corruption is mostly at the BISD board because they control 600 million of our dollars. 600 million of our dollars. The Rancho sent a survey out to parents to get an idea of how parents were feeling about sending their kids back. Did Brownsville? They didn't. They don't care. During El Rancho de Harlingen has an amazing board. An amazing board. And they have amazing leadership in regards to their superintendent. Amazing leadership. Brownsville, we have a corrupt board and we have a stupid, money-grabbing superintendent. So they hire a push over superintendent with no balls, and all these supercharged hormone are running BISD. It is. It's sad, but how they say Brown is full of puro compadrismo, and it's not sad, Matthew. It's true, but nothing is going to change while people continue to vote in the same crap over and over and over again. While people that do not take money from vendors, I don't take money from vendors. And they accuse me of DWI. They can accuse me of anything. I've done nothing to embarrass anyone but myself in regards to any of the actions that I took in regards to the DWI. I never stole a dime from my children. Never took a dime. I didn't take money from vendors either in order to help them push contracts forward. Ever. They cannot say the same. Flip Flopping Philip, Minerva, Prissy, and Droopy Drew? No. Droopy Drew. I agree about the board being elites and money grabbers by stealing from the poor. They do. They steal from our special ed children. I mean, how lower can you get? Honestly, how much lower can you get? They steal from our special ed students. And anyone want to say that I'm wrong? Anyone? Anyone want to contradict what I'm saying? This corrupt board, controlled by Sylvia, to this day controlled by Sylvia, and this stupid superintendent, they steal from our special education students. They steal from the most vulnerable. They take from our most weak. Someone, me please, and I'll show you that you're wrong. Someone. The older teachers that have continued contracts in the 80s need to read them carefully. 100%. We are blessed here in El Rancho de Harlingen. You are blessed. 100%. 100% blessed. And again, I keep calling Harlingen a rancho a little bit. But uh, again, I've always praised their superintendent, great leadership. And the board, I mean, it is a nationally recognized board. It is in Harlingen. And ours is federally recognized, but by the FBI. You see what I did there? I heard that we protest because we have unions in Texas. We don't have unions in Texas. When teachers are protesting pay raise in California a while back, I heard that we couldn't hear. I'm going to do research now. Yeah, do some research. But again, it's you have a right as a citizen of the country to protest. So if that's on there, some mistake shouldn't be on there. Is there an official date when students go back? Not yet. We'll find out today. I should have some more information today. Many ignorant voters vote the familiar candidates because they don't feel the losses. Let me tell you, I think during this time we've all felt those losses. I'm hoping that that's what happens. Have they accused you of being handsome and totally not fat? It's true. I am handsome, totally not fat. What did you find out now, Erasmo? Well, I got the money to the general fund. I mean, it's open information, so it's on there. But $212 million in general fund. They have money. Start using it to benefit our teachers and our students now. As a special educator, it makes me sad that when we are supposed to advocate for them, and they take away instead. Que feo. And Elisa, again, told me that I'm lying. Have they not taken from our special education students? From our special education programs? Have they not taken away? Have they not subtracted? Es una vergüenza. Es una vergüenza. Sandra Nevares Hernandez, totally agree with you. Love me, Sandra. And love you too, Wendy. Texas teachers cannot strike. I'm not saying strike. I say protest. I think there's a difference. Teachers can protest. We can't strike. 100%. Teachers have a right to protest. It is a constitutional right. Protest. And protest with me. I will protest with you. Protest. It is too much. And guys, teachers, if you're going to do it for you, do it for your classified staff, the ones that help you out. Guys, goodness, do it for your students. Protest. Let them know we're not in conformity. Damn, they stole from the special ed department. No wonder they treat them like crap. But they love saying that they serve those demographics on their reports. It's bull crap. It's not true. They don't care. Strike. There you go. We can't strike. You can't strike, but we can protest. Hey, Erasmo Castro, it's completely off topic, but do you know what happened with the coach at Santa Rosa? That was kind of a weird deal because everyone loved him. The community was out there. No, 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 keep him, keep him. Now, look, there's two things, Matthew. And I experienced this when I was at BISD. Sometimes the people that are in power, they'll make accusations about you that are horrible. I mean, Minerva filed a police report that Erasmo had sex with a student in a car. Erasmo never had sex with a student anywhere, and much less in my car. I couldn't have sex with myself in my car, much less have sex with anyone else. I have a small car, and I wear my car. But what I'm trying to say is they made accusations a lo idiota, a lo estúpido, and only to retaliate. So that could be an option in regards to what happened in Santa Rosa. They just could have didn't like the guy because he was so popular in the community, because he seemed to be very, very popular in the community. Again, I don't know what happened, but people that are popular don't always get treated right. And accusations are easy to make, Matthew. So could they have trumped up accusations against him? It's very possible. But again, it seemed like the guy had a lot of support out there, and you have support from the community. Why would a district, try to take action against you unless you are ruffling feathers? So I don't know. I mean, I'll ask. I'll try to find out. I have friends still in Brownsville that are part of the coaching department. I'll find out, see if I can find out. I had never thought to ask, but I'll do my best. I promise. About these energy bars, dates, almonds, horrible. Special education programs get big funding. They get big funding. They don't get a lot of it. See, they get funding from the federal government. They get funding from the state government. And then the board gets it. And then the board pockets some of it. So what's dispersed is a lot less. And people aren't going to let me lie. If the bus drivers protested a while ago, why can't you guys protest too? They did. Can. Teachers need to unite and do this for them, and do it for them, for the classified, and for the students. Listen, guys, Special Olympics money taken away because of DeVos. That event means a lot to the students and parents. Not only because of DeVos, at least you not going to let me lie. Special education doesn't get enough money. They don't get enough money. And they had some of the funds diverted and taken away. Abby! Morning, my man. How are you, Dad? Special ed does get money, and we don't see nearly enough. Yes. This is what happens. Special ed gets money, and they squander it here at the board level and at the administration level. Do you remember when I was on your podcast? Recall it was in the cafe? Yeah, I remember. It was a year ago, wasn't it, Emilio? This is horrible. You know how sometimes you taste something that's kind of horrible and you can't stop eating it? Not bad. Okay. Guys, I'm going to be throwing out there the information in regards to the general fund. I'm going to see about putting up there the calendars. I'm going to put out EEA's recommendation in regards to the calendars. They should be meeting today at 4 o'clock, and today at 4 o'clock, you know a little bit more in regards to what's going on. Going to the special ed classes, you'll see it. I'm grateful I have great administration who does everything they can for my students in the class. Yeah. Mr. Leal out at Stell, amazing principal. Yeah, I really appreciate him. He's a great principal. Some teachers that might not be helping him out, but he's an amazing principal. I really appreciate him. I try to compliment ties every time I see him. But great principal. Deserves an opportunity to move up into another position. But it needs all the people to come together and protest all this corruption. It seems that as the years go by, nothing is being done, and all we do is talk about it. Look at what is happening right now with protesters. They are being heard. What's going on right now with racism. Guys, I'm going to throw out some information in regards to the general fund balance. Again, thank you, AOBE, Teacher Association, that is actually fighting for teachers and for people in there. Good morning, Carlos Elizondo. Se acaba de levantar mi Carlos. Stay safe out there. Again, guys, when I say to each other, be nice to me, I really want you to truly be nice to me as well. Guys, I'm just a messenger, guys. I'm one of the only people out here that is actually preaching the truth. and being transparent. They are not. They are keeping things from you guys. So, yeah, I want you to be nice to me. Of course I do. 100%. Joe, get me my damn scooter, Joe. Yeah. Get off your butt, bro. Give me my damn scooter. Call me. Guys, hey, God bless. Take care. Be good to each other. Someone's starting to drill here, so I'm going to have to go because I'm fixing up the office. God bless. Take care. Has to be nice to me, please. Love y'all. Most of y'all. Not all of y'all.